Well, I think I was trying to be fair to Nora in the other video. This will not be as fair. It will be slightly more partisan and slightly more negative. So for those just tuning in, the anti-Scientology scene has been a bit of a mess since Aaron Smith-Levin had a major falling out with Claire Headley, Mike Render, and others. Now, this is not all of Scientology. There are other good, healthy parts of anti-Scientology. I think I'm trying to do a little bit of that. Alonzo on Alonzo's blog has a lot of useful information. Ian Rafalco, he kind of is a little bit close to the Headleys, but he does his own thing, so on and so forth. So there are other channels where they treat the subject, and we're not caught up in the spiral, I think, as much as Nora. And Nora, to be fair, is in a category all her own. So what's happened? Well, apparently her channel is under attack. And by being under attack, we mean it's facing criticism. And the criticism seems to be pretty fair and fairly moderate and mild, but that's too much even for Nora, who is going to charge her critics with being, yes, supporting child slavery.
If you can't figure out what we're trying to do here, then you are on that side. You support human traffickers. You support child traffickers. You support forced labor and forced abortions and SA and graping. And you support money laundering. Okay? That is what you're supporting every time you attack someone like me, someone like Aaron, someone like Miriam, someone like Liz, okay? Or Serge.
Well, I'm glad Nora is spreading it out. So you can't criticize Aaron. Don't criticize Liz Gale. Don't criticize Serge. And I think she meant Liz Gale. I don't think she means Liz Ferris, because Liz Ferris and her have had a bit of a coming apart at the seams. Although I'm being told behind the scenes, oh my God, they still love each other. Great. That is not going to help Liz Ferris. Believe me, tying herself to Nora is going to lose her already diminishing support. But that's another story for another time. So what happened? Well, several major things have happened. One is that Scott, and again, I'm very critical of Defender Vance. Scott has done many toxic things. Although I got to be honest, her charging DOA with money laundering is kind of like a tautology. Right, I'm sure if you told Defender Vance, I think you're guilty of money laundering, I'm sure he'd be like, shrug his shoulders, right. So she's not very effective even with her rhetorical attack. But Scott, and this is totally legit, you may not like Defender Vance, and I'm very critical of him, he did catch Nora stealing his content from his YouTube channel, and she's getting all huffy and puffy. But here's the problem. That seems to be a legit complaint. So her channel is facing a copyright strike. And on top of this, she's been caught red-handed trying to file false claims against another channel, SPTV Foundation. Now, I saw the videos from that channel before it was taken down. Again, Nora's lying there too, saying, oh, well, they didn't transform it. No, they did. No, they did. I remember those videos clearly. Also, some of those videos have nothing to do with Nora. They're not even using Aaron or Nora's content. One of them is the now infamous footage of Aaron Smith-Levin basically throwing a woman against the wall and then walking away. That's not your content, Nora. But still, the channel had to be taken down, and now that channel is in a big legal wrangle with Nora, so she may face other copyright strikes, because you can't do that. You can't just file false claims with YouTube. If the claims are false, and they're knowingly false, you will get punished. Nora's facing the consequences of her action, but I guess the best thing I can say for her is she was trying to be clever. I guess the thing she was trying to do was, yes, with SPTV Foundation, she was going to follow the false claims, but hey, it's one copyright strike. One copyright strike, it's not too bad. It may eventually go away. But now she got really stupid or lazy and attacked Scott in a really bad way and got her in trouble with YouTube. So now she may face at least 2 copyright strikes. And if she has one more, the channel does go away. Now, I don't like Nora. I think it's pretty clear Nora doesn't like me. However, I am not doing any threat here. I'm just stating the obvious from the analysis of watching her channel and the way she just loves to create enemies. And she does that deliberately for her audience members, right? She thrives on doing the hate rage clicks. Okay, that's a model for YouTube, so be it. But it does come with some problems. So now a lot of people are monitoring the channel, and you best believe they will file a claim if there is good grounds to do so. because Nora has been encouraging a lot, I do mean a lot of hate speech on her channel. So it could be totally legitimately her channel will go away. Now, is that the end for Nora? I don't know if it is. There are other forums like Rumble, so on and so forth, Odyssey. I've looked into a little bit of that stuff. I put some of the old content on Rumble, but these are very small kind of networks compared to YouTube. So you are kind of denying yourself a massive audience and the potential to make money by getting off of YouTube. So I don't know where Nora's head is at. Did she really think doing all this stuff would not come back on her? Or did she think she could space out the copyright strikes and kind of cleverly game the system? If that was the game plan, it ain't working at all. It does seem like the whole thing is collapsing on her head. And now she's getting all angry, lashing out at people, and sending out these very weird ad hominems. If you criticize me, or Sergio, or Aranos, you are clearly David Miscavige. The way to stop David Miscavige is give me the money. Yes, give me the money. Give me all your money. If you give me all of your money, Scientology will end. Okay? Can we work out that equation? So I don't like her. I criticize her. I do a few nasty comments. Let's work that out. So ergo cogito sum, new Latin Aristotelian logic, Nora style. That must mean I support what, black people being enslaved. So every time I criticize Nora or do a critical video, like this critical video has probably guaranteed enslaved what, 10,000 black people. So with every video view I get, I enslave one black child. Okay, that is quite a charge and quite an accusation. Can we get evidence? Can we get some charts? Can we see the collinear statistical reality here? Like every time I criticize Nora, 1,000 black people are enslaved by David Miscavige. Wow, well, we should think about that, guys. Every time we criticize Nora, every little joke, every little critical comment, that's like 500 black children that are enslaved by David Miscavige. Well, there we are. I mean, when we think it through mathematically, this will have a problem because, Nora's a little hateful, so she's going to get some pushback. So if we keep doing the critical comments, like, wouldn't we max out the population, right? Because, listen, Nora likes to curse. Nora's a very hateful person. Even if people give her a little pushback, just do the numbers. How many critical comments? Like, okay, this many, 100, 200. We would literally have more than the human race being enslaved by her critics. It literally does not add up. It does not add up. Is David Miscavige going to create, I don't know, new Thetan bodies for the new slaves because you leave critical comments on Nora's channel? I mean, how does that even work out? Is there like a relationship between David Miscavige and the human slavery trafficking centralized organization of the world? Is Putin going to give him his own slaves? This is mind-blowingly stupid. I mean, even for Nora, it's like, just some people don't like you. They don't like your content. Some people don't like me. They don't like my content. They leave very hateful comments. It is what it is. Now it gets to physical threats, then you can take measures. The thing to report it. Really? This is all so absurd. Nora just will not deal with the criticisms, which are often valid, posed against her. She has that right, but she does not have the right to steal content from Scott's channel. I don't like Scott, but you can't do that. And she's been violating these policies for a while. Like, people have been telling me, like, when some people try to live stream to criticize her, she tries to live stream the live stream, and like, you can't do that. And she knows she can't do that, but she does it anyway. So she's actually been getting a lot of grace from people who could have copyright strike her years ago, but for whatever reason, they're not choosing to do so. I mean, Shelton is really just trying to ignore her, but apparently that's not enough. You have to just bow and pray to the new man god, Aaron, and the new, I guess, priestess, Nora McDonald here. And if you don't, oh, you're a slaver. You're money laundering for the slaver cult. Okay, can you actually show receipts there? Can you show payments made? Can you show where all these slave factories are? Are they in my backyard? Am I keeping like 50 black people in chains? Really? Am I? That's the charge. Because I've done the criticism. Ergo, there should be like these insane slave populations all over the world because, we criticize Nora. Alrighty, I'm being mocking, but really, I mean, you got to get new lines. At the end of the day, Nora doesn't matter too much. And I'm glad she has this cosmic self-inflation of herself. But really, people are just criticizing your channel. You don't want to take the criticism? You don't have to take the criticism. You can do whatever you please. But if you do violate the policies, people may strike you. If your channel goes away, you did that. Not a free speech issue. It's not even an issue of Scientology versus anti-Scientology. It's just a very toxic person trying to manipulate the system, and she's getting caught. Like red-handed with screenshots and everything. Like in real time, we know what she's doing, and she's wrong. She knows she's wrong, so now she's just mouthing off. It's like, okay, but, facts remain facts, and if DOA can document you've been stealing the content, you've been stealing the content. So he's going to be vindicated. Again, don't like Scott, but it looks like he's on firm ground, as is SPTV Foundation. So what are you complaining about? You broke the policies. That's it. You broke the policies. That was your choice. Not us. It's you. So Nora wants somebody to blame. Get a big mirror, or in her case, a massive mirror to fit her massive ego.